PIVSTER'S. Today is 7th of July, time is 6 a.m. and here I am recording a video for you all just because I got various DMs and questions regarding how can we use your pivot tool, or you can say the pivot boss tool, to its optimum. Okay, so I was just analyzing something and I just came across with this idea that we can do a indices analysis, and I can show you how you can just play around with your pivot tool and how you can detect everything into one particular place, or you can say everything is available just at your click. Okay, so the whole idea is to show you how you can analyze charts, okay, how you can just pick up stocks, or how you can uh, go around with the flow of the market. So as we know, Nifty has already taken out 16,000. It managed to close above 16,000 yesterday, and today we are about to open in next 3 hours. So before that, I thought that I might just share this video with you all, where you can just also analyze good stocks and see if they are like going in sync with the analysis. So this analysis will firstly involve your analysis with levels of pivot, that is pivot level, CPR levels. Then we will see how we can just go on with the CPR levels, pivot levels, adding going on adding like various factors which can help you in like analyzing the charts better. So let's start with today's video. So what I was analyzing few hours ago is I was seeing that which are the sectors that can support Nifty if it has to stay above 16,000, right? And surprisingly, I came across few of the sectors which are like raging towards their 52-week high. So that is why I thought to make a video, and let's see if these stocks would work out good, and how we can just play out with those particular positions. So we also had discussed this particular thing in our previous YouTube video, which was by the name Next Move. So you can just go and check that out. And we were expecting Nifty to be in a phase of buy on dips. So that worked out well, and we have seen Nifty crossing 16,000 now. So let's quickly jump into sectoral analysis today and see what are the sectors actually doing. Nifty sectors, the sectors I can say, which comprises, or you can say those sectors which form up the entire Nifty. Okay, so let's quickly start with a basic approach, that is 52-week high, 52-week low, and all-time high, all-time low. Let's see if any of those sectors, or who are those particular sectors which are strong and which might be weak. So let's see that. So first is CNX FMCG, that is Nifty. Okay, Nifty FMCG. So as we see here, FMCG beautifully took a support from 52-week low, and it is now raging towards its all-time high and 52-week high. Okay, so we will just mark this particular indices for our further analysis once we complete the entire analysis of this Nifty 50 indices watch list. So let's quickly jump on to next of this particular thing, that is Nifty consumption. So if you see, we are in the middle of this 52-week high, 52-week low. So basically this can just be like a supporter, not a front runner for Nifty. So front runner first candidate is FMCG. Second, we can see what we spot out. So we are coming towards auto now, and if you see, auto is almost about to break its all-time high and 52-week high. So mostly today we can expect at least FMCG or auto to support Nifty good time, or both of them can do. Okay, so let's go on analyzing further. So as we speak of this, you see, this is Nifty reality. Nifty reality. If you see, we took a fall. Its all-time high is, my God, it's it's way ahead, all-time high. So if you check this thing out, what we did is we are just having a particular. If you see this thing here, see, it's a small kind of demand zone. I can see quick, like, which can be spotted very easily. So we can say that, 52, around its 52-week low, Nifty reality is also kind of bouncing up. Okay, it might just bounce up. So that can be a leader. So we will mark this with a blue a blue flag. That is, uh, they can be the supporters. Okay, they cannot be the front runners, but they can be the supporters along with the front runner to make Nifty sustain 16,000. Okay, so let's keep that thing that way. So moving on, we have mid cap. So mid caps, if you also see, we are just bouncing from 52-week low. Okay, so mid cap is generally a particular indice in itself, so we will not consider that to be anything into like Nifty. So if you see media, what is media doing currently? Media, if you also see, like, we are almost halfway towards its 52-week high, 52-week low, so it might remain sideways. Okay, so it doesn't look like much of what we can see. Then it is financial services. So recently, you might have saw that Bajaj Finserv particularly made a new 52-week low, and then ragingly bounced up. So you can see why this particular thing is happening out, right? We also have like a small demand here too. Like, if you see, we have a small DZ here too. Look, so we are almost bouncing from 52-week low, and we might just, so this can also like support what we discussed in our YouTube previous video of next move also. Like, we saw that banking and financial sector was about to be the front runner, but however, these both are appearing to be the front runner now, FMCG and auto, because they are very near to their 52-week high. Okay, so let's see further what we spot. Again, the same scenario here. If you see this thing, demand zone, service sector, okay, almost bouncing from 52-week low. Then again, Nifty 500, again a demand zone, bouncing from the 52-week low. IT, interestingly, we have the giant declaring result tomorrow, that is 8th of July. TCS, IT giant. So you can see, we are almost near to its 52-week low. So what we see here is IT can be the dragger because it is very near to its 52-week low, and also if it is not able to recover, then we can just see a break of this particular thing too. Okay, so let's flag this thing as red as of now. If it recovers, then we can just be good with IT too. Because if you see, like, it's a small demand zone here also, but it is not able to sustain as of now. So weakness can continue, and we can just break or test 52-week low again. So there might be some weakness in IT stocks. So let us initially mark this with a red flag. Sorry, with you can say orange flag, that it can be a dragger. Okay, or let's wait. Let's mark this with green. That is front runners with green. Okay, and this with red. So we might just see who are the draggers. So let's move further. See, this also beautifully has a demand zone here. PSU, again financial banking and financial. So this also has a small DZ. Again, uh, these are just bouncing. Okay, bouncing from its 52-week low, near to its 52-week low. So let's see how it performs. It also remains sideways, nothing much. Again, we have almost all sectors are doing the same. Those are near to 52-week high. You see, those are just raging up. Almost everything else is just bouncing from its 52-week low. Okay, so you can just have this particular thing. You can just check this thing out. Same DZ over here too. It is showing a bounce. Have a look. Same, similar scenario. Okay, so this can also like remain sideways or just support Nifty, Pharma. Then we come across small caps. So small caps, basically, see, whenever the market is about to show recovery, okay, first of all, you might see an initial check by small cap and mid cap just recovering faster, like you can say faster than large cap. So this particularly is not seen here, because if you see this thing here, small caps have almost rallied up, but they still have some room to just indicate that yes, the market is gonna be strong. Okay, so we can just put this thing on a check right now, but being an indice in itself, so we can see, like, we can wait for a weekly closing entries to just at least retrace to 25% and more, so we can just pick up small caps too. Okay, now coming to infra 2 is like this can be a dragger. Okay, if you see, infra is like not sustaining about this. So if we are able to sustain 16,000 above with some good buying pressure, then this might also like start to recover. So for now we will place this into a dragger. So let's see further. See, this also, commodities also can be dragger, because they are cooling off firstly, and we might just see also, like, we have in the month of July we have Fed meet too. So if they increase, or we have another rate hike, then like sentiments can go like bearish again. So we will keep this thing into dragger as of now. Okay, metals. So you see, metals were extremely bearish from past 3 months. Proper selling can be seen in metal. So as of now we will not touch metals. This can also be the draggers. Okay, so let's wait for an indication. It has almost touched its 52-week low, and we saw a kiss at 52-week low and just a small reaction to that. Now we have to be very certain with this particular thing, that if it is reversing or not. So all those we can just check around. Those are the draggers. You can just go around and check in weekly time frame also, because this is monthly, so you have to go and check in weekly too. Just for a broader view, I am just marking it to be a dragger, or that thing. Now coming to energy can also see some downfall. Okay, it has still some demands on, if you see, it has reacted, but again selling is getting continued. So this can also be a dragger. If Nifty continues to sustain above 16,000 and goes above, then this might also start recovering. But as of now, we can just place this thing into a dragger. And last indices is you can see PSE. So as of now, we saw that there was some news in oil and all the PSC sectors too, PSC stocks too. So this is also like a demand setting year. So we need to see if we are coming here and like going into more selling, or we might just take a support from here and start to give a pullback from here. So this can also be placed as a dragger. So if you see, at this point of time, when we complete this Nifty, what do you say, Nifty indices analysis. So here we just have a view that these particular sectors, almost all, if you see, okay, this PSUs, this can be marked as blue. Supportive, pharma again blue. Okay, small cap again, we can just place this thing as of now. Then services, again we can just place this thing in blue. Okay, media is again a blue, and mid cap. So if you see, we are just recovering. This is also strong. Okay, consumption is also strong. So basically what we have seen here is the basic thing. If Nifty is like crossing, definitely it is crossing 16,000 today, but we have some resistance on the upper end too, okay, for Nifty. So we have to wait and see if these both are able to lift the sentiments, and all those marked in blue are able to just reverse quickly and recover more to support Nifty. Okay, so basically as of now we have these two indices, that is FMCG and auto, which is almost nearing their 52-week high and all-time high. So we have to see if they're able to take that particular thing out, or they might just reverse out. Okay, so firstly we saw that these we particularly see that we have almost two sectors which are showing you strength. So let's focus on these two sectors, because it would be easy to like interpret this thing, because no one is interested in analyzing the weak stocks or something like that. Okay, so let us analyze this further. So let's go to FMCG and check what is the current scenario in FMCG. So FMCG is almost, if you see, do we have a breakout here? See, 52-week high. As we talk about the closing theory, that is, we follow closing theory. So which was also depicted in your last next series, previous next series, hashtag next move series video on YouTube. So you can check that out. So if you see this thing here, it is slightly a breakout. Okay, now we will move this thing to daily to watch this thing better. Okay, so have a look. Let's switch on to candles, and if you see, let's check this thing out on weekly for a good review. So if you see, we were not able to close above this particular level, so this is perfectly fine. Okay, so for monthly, if you see monthly, if you just check out, we were just closing above a particular level, but this thing is gonna be a perfect level for you to judge something. Now if you just check this thing out, let me just put this thing in place. If you see, we have a OR, okay, near to when we made a previous when the previous 52-week high and all-time high was made. You see, we engulfed that particular thing with the ORS setup, okay, and we took it to a fresh 52-week low, and then again it recovered with the OR, right? So these are some candlestick patterns which will be coming in our pivot boss part 2, so which is probably coming by this weekend. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, because that tool will only be available to the subscriber of our YouTube channel. So don't miss out to subscribe and share this particular YouTube channel and trading view link with your friends, family and dear ones, so that they do not miss out some good stuff. So coming back to this particular video, let's see how we can analyze it further. Okay, now if you see FMCG, we know that now this particular thing has to break off for a test of this, and then we can just hope for a breakout. But if you see, sellers are sitting here. If you see, major sellers can be seen here, and yet we have not tested this particular area or this particular level. So we might just test this particular area today, okay, and we will just see what are those particular stocks which are also like contributing to FMCG in breaking the 52-week high in a minute. Okay, So for FMCG, we seem sorted. Now let's quickly come to auto and check what is auto actually doing. So similarly, we'll go to monthly and check if we have some closing theory. So as you see, 52-week high and all-time high is almost same. Okay, but one thing to note here is this is before the pre-COVID level. If you check this thing here, okay, this is before the pre-COVID level, which had a 52-week high. So this is a super strong. You can say this is much more bullish than your FMCG. Okay, this can be solely the leader to just keep Nifty up. But again, we will see if this thing is working out or this thing might reverse. That we will see in a bit. So let's see if we have some closing basis on this particular thing. Okay, this thing. So if you see in this particular year, if we consider this thing, so in this particular year, this was the particular high. Okay, or you can say previous 3 years. Before this, we already know this is all-time high. So let's check this thing out. See, if you see, strength can be seen here. Some buyers, some OTF buyer have like entered here. We will check who are they. Okay, but just let's check this thing with the candle. If you see beautifully, see, there was no close from past 1 year, you can say. Okay, and we see a close now coming in a weekly. So as you know, the candlestick pattern we discussed in the previous video, we just got a break. Now we need a follow-up candle too. So this week should be a follow-up, or else we can just test it here and just reverse down again, because we also have sellers in this particular territory. So we have to be very careful with that. And if it sustains, then we can just check out which levels can it tag next, or it can just tag a new all-time high. Okay, so basically this was FMCG and auto. Now let's check firstly what is the actual scenario. So you guys have asked me that how can we analyze this thing. Just by your tool you say that everything comes into one picture, so how can we also do that? So the simple answer is, have a look here now. See, basically what I will do is I will firstly switch on the pivot table. Okay, what that does is, see, it tells me actually what is going on in the entire, you can say, like what is the entire scenario currently building up. So if you see, we have a trend, that is pivot trend, bullish on daily, okay, and bullish on weekly. So currently what we see is, see, monthly we are still sideways, quarterly we are still sideways. So basically, you know, who are those buyers who entered, like who were the buyers yesterday or in this particular week. So they are basically your weekly time frame players. Let's check if we are right or not. Let's go to 1 hour to just keep a watch. So if you see, we took a good opening today in autos, and it was able to close above our breakout level, but it is still yet to cross our all-time high, okay, which is this particular black dotted line. So if you see weekly, it's a narrow CPR, okay, beautiful narrow CPR. But again, if you just have a look before that, if you have a look, we have consolidated here, just to like keep things simple. Just have a look, we consolidated beautifully here before giving a breakout. Okay, let's first check this zone of consolidation, then we will move towards our stocks part. So if you see this thing here, इसको थोड़ा orange कर देते हैं. Let's pick up orange for this particular thing. So see, we see a breakout coming in auto, okay, and mostly we can see a retest of its all-time high and then again up. So let's check that also if we are having something good. See, so basically if you see, this is our range, this is the particular range, you see, beautiful candles. We did doji and follow up also came in. So auto can remain strong today too, or we will check if it is like about to reverse or not. So firstly, definitely we saw that these were the weekly players coming in yesterday. So these are the weekly buyers. So for them, before testing, see, the ultimate target can be first, that is 2-1. There is a coincide of R3, sorry, R2 and H5 cam level. So this can be an area of reversal. Okay, we will just see what is the price doing here. If price is coming up till here today, okay, let's say suppose this particular thing is happening, from here it can just come like this. Okay, again down to test this thing here, and then we can break, or else we can just continue towards downside, again retesting this particular zone, that is H3. Okay, so this is what is currently the scenario. If we remain strong, then we can just see good momentum coming in, but let's be cautious with this particular area. Okay, now coming back to FMCG, FMCG में check कर लेते हैं. So see, FMCG, you can see all those players are like broader time frame is also bullish only. So we need a confirmation from any of the smaller time frame first to see any kind of exhaustion in FMCG. FMCG does not seem exhausted right now, so this might just do good further. This can just carry on or sustain its momentum. See, it's above weekly R3 too. Let's check monthly if it has something to do in monthly, because every time frame has good initiative players in it, or sorry, uh, typical buyers in it. Initiative or not, we will see. So see, beautifully we have monthly H5 and R2 zone as a DPZ here with along with your all-time high zone, sorry, your breakout zone for FMCG. Okay, this is the all-time high here if you see, black line. Okay, so firstly we have to just see if we are able to go past this particular level. This might also turn up like this. We can take a resistance here, come down, and then again go for testing this. Okay, this can be the first scenario, or else you might just continue till here. So let's see how do we progress. So both, if you see, we saw that these both front runners who are looking strong are not actually strong as of now, because both are about to test or haven't yet tested their all-time high. So we will just see if they are able to break it further or they are reversing from there. High chances of reversal can be there, because if Nifty is not able to sustain, okay, 16,000, 16,100 or 130 levels majorly, then we will see a test of that particular breakout too. That is the breakout in Nifty. Okay, if we today open gap up. So whatever that case might be, we are just concerned about what happens today and this particular week. So be very cautious. Okay, don't jump onto like everything. Just wait for a particular reversal, because if we get a reversal from this particular area, you can mint some quick bucks in shorts, basically in FMCG and auto. So keep your eyes on that firstly. Now you might ask me that how you can just filter out the stocks based on this particular two sectors. So that is also very simple. What I have done is I can just show you this thing on stock edge. Okay, because that gives me an easy option. So this is the you can say interface of stock edge. Okay, and what I do is I'll just go to scan, price scans, 52-week breakout. Okay, because that's the only, yes, that's the only category available for 52 week. So we'll go in 52 week breakout scans, Now let's check close crossing 52-week high. That is, any stock has crossed 52-week high. So if you see currently these four stocks, okay, have a close greater than their or they have made a new 52-week high. That is Siemens, Varun Beverages, again FMCG kind of company, Blue Dart Logistics. Okay, so we are concerned with basically first FMCG, second auto. So let's first see by FMCG. So sectors में we'll go in sectors. Okay, and let's see consumer durables first, and what else we can put in: logistics, iron, steel, finance. Okay, so first we'll check for FMCG, that is consumer durables. Okay, and what industries do we have in it? So basically, no, we do not need this. I think we need this, if I'm not wrong. Compressors, no, not capital goods too. Consumer durables. Okay, sorry, it was here. FMCG. Okay, so we will apply this and check. So only one you can see which is coming in FMCGs, that is your Varun Beverages. Okay, but let's move this thing across. If you see, uh, there is nothing which is coming around in your you can say 52-week high. So as we speak, FMCG is about to test its all-time high or even 52-week high. So basically only one stock has currently been strong in this particular move in FMCG. So let's come back and check for close within 52-week high zone, that is uh, closing of yesterday, which is very near to its 52-week high, so that we get a particular idea that what are those particular stocks which can uh, take or help FMCG cross or test its all-time high or 52-week high. So this thing is for that. And now we see beautiful things coming up. So if you see, Varun Beverages is already it has crossed, and ITC, you see we have a close of 289 and 52-week high is 293.30. So that's a good candidate. That is Britannia Industries, Nestle, Hindustan Unilever, Jyoti Labs, Colgate, Protector, P&G. Okay, but now how do we further shortlist this particular you can say stock list? Okay, so as we speak here, see, basically, you know that we can pick up those stocks first, which are very near to its 52-week high, because those have high momentum possibilities. Okay, so if we speak of this, that is ITC 1.4%. This can easily be done today only. Then Britannia. So Britannia can also be strong, and last to last, HUL. Okay, because above 10%, we have to just stay, you can just pick these all stocks for swing if you are able to just recover and test the all-time high. But for intraday momentum stocks, or at least 1 or 2 days, we will just pick up which are less than 5% or which are almost 5% away from its 52-week high. So currently we have only three stocks, along with which one has done its 52-week high, that is Varun Beverages. So two stocks, Britannia and ITC, you can keep a check on that. Okay. Now coming to autos, let's check for autos, automobiles and ancillaries. Okay. So here all those auto stocks, Mahindra and Mahindra being so strong. Okay, so we'll check this thing also, 1.5% away. Rest all are uh, almost 4-5% away. Okay, Cummins, Hero Motocorp, Ashok Leyland, Aisha Motors. Okay, so let's check one or two of these stocks. That is, let's check M&M, and in FMCG we had ITC, and then Britannia also we can check. So these three stocks, I will just show you how you can just analyze, so that it gives you a broader view of what can be done and what cannot be done. So let's first switch to ITC. So if you see ITC, okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay, so you see ITC has actually crossed its 52-week high. Okay, just the okay, ITC is already above its 52-week high. If you see, it has already created a new 52-week high on July only. Okay, and it is again retesting and now trying to go up. So let's check if ITC has some strength left or not. So currently, if you see, all those particular frames are green except weekly. So something is there in weekly. Okay, responsive sellers mainly are there in weekly. So let's check what is happening actually in weekly, because this is the clue, the initial clue which can give you some good amount of conviction to hold it, or like just let it go. So if you see this thing here, ITC, we have a OR, a beautiful range engulfed, okay, and now you see a test of 52-week, the previous 52-week high, and again we are just bouncing up, but yet we are about to cross the breakout level, that is H4. So once we are able to like take off this particular 292, or you can say 294.5, then again we can just go higher for 297, like initial test till here, and then again higher for H5 if FMCG is able to sustain its 52-week high or all-time high after testing that. So ITC might do good. ITC looks good. Okay, until and unless it again goes below its previous week high, or you can say 52-week high, previous 52-week high. So this is the level to be watched. Below 285, ITC can get weak and come towards the test of CPR. Okay, and bullish above, you can say a close above any intraday. If you get a 15-minute or 30-minute candle close above 292.6, then you can just aim for this particular two levels and upside on 300 too. Cool. Let's check what is there any other level in monthly. Okay, monthly में देख लेते हैं, because monthly has buying. Okay, so monthly has some good initiative buying already. If you see this thing here, already we have some monthly buying. It is just a reaction from H5. So once again, if we are going to cross 191, then again 297. So at least you can see we have a good risk reward of 4-5% on the upside. So you can just go with a stop loss of anywhere between 280 like 286 to 288. Okay, with a stop loss of 285 on a closing basis, and for a target of 297 or 300, as any which way you would like to play. So this is how you can analyze things out. Okay, I'm just trying to just tell you that how just by this particular table you can just spot things out. See, again you have a monthly breakout at 292. So everything is coinciding now, right? A quarterly breakout. So if it is able to break out, then again definitely we are testing this 300 zones for in a flow, because if FMCG is also able to sustain, then definitely ITC can see 300. Okay, so keep a check on ITC. Now coming to Britannia quickly. Britannia. Okay, it's here. So let's first check what is actually Britannia doing. It is yet to test its you can say, let's quickly check. Oh, sorry. Okay, so it's all-time high and almost the same. so it is very far from testing it. So you already just see that we have almost all time frames buyers are present. Okay, everything is green, buyers are present, so we might just see pull till 4,000 or a test of all-time high. Okay, if Britannia remains in the momentum, but let's check it further, exact levels, whether it is sustaining. Or so clearly if you see Britannia is just is about to, or you can say left to check its all-time high. Okay, so that is about that was below 5%, so you can take a good risk reward in Britannia too if FMGG remains strong. Sector remains strong, then you can just obviously take that. Now let's check, because it has monthly bias too, so monthly में भी देख लेते हैं if something is coming out. Okay, so monthly also has some first initial resistance here. Okay, initial resistance here, that is 380, 3890 and 3870. So that is a 20-point zone resistance here, small resistance. If it is able to cross, the next target can be this, and certainly your test of all-time high and 52-week high. 52-week high, yes. Let's check if you are getting something around weekly too, to have a coinciding level sort of thing. So see, weekly also has this particular zone as resistance. So once we are able to like break out everything, you see beautiful, like today only Britannia was very strong. It opened with the OR setup, giving a beautiful break of around for 2 days previous 2 days high, and then boom. So actually entry was above, entry was here only today, 3716. You could have entered and trailed for first target, that is H5 first initially, second R3, and then again ultimately towards your all-time high. That is still a better, you can say, risk reward of around, still we have 8% of moment left to crack its all-time high. So you can keep a check on Britannia too. Any pullback is coming, then you can just play according to the level. I'm just showing you the kind of analysis you can do. In depth, I'm not going because the video would be too lengthy then, and that's not the whole purpose here. And last is M&M. M&M I will show you just for checking things out. M&M. So this is NSC. Okay, so where the very first thing you spot out is a consolidation. So let us just first analyze the consolidation here. Let's go to 30 minutes for a better prolonged view. Okay, so basically what are we seeing here? See, this was a good momentum coming, and then test of its all-time high. Okay, all-time high where it is 52-week high. Let's check it quickly. Okay, so all-time high, 52-week high. It's a test of its 52-week high. Okay, and then again you can see a drop, and again it's going for testing its or breaking its 52-week high. The single auto stock which is like very near to its 52-week high. Rest all are below 5%. Okay, major auto stocks. So let's see what is actually the range here. So if you check this thing, as we spoke about this concept in our previous video too, how to mark and how to get everything, you can just refer to the previous videos. So this is entirely our range. Okay, still it is yet to give a breakout. Let's see if it is able to give a breakout or it reverses from here. This particular range extreme can be a reversal point for testing of the lower band again, if auto is not able to, because auto is yet to cross. You saw that auto was yet to cross its 52-week high, so be careful here. Okay, don't jump into directly longs. Be careful, we can see a reversal at the extreme, or a breakout and follow-up candle we need for a confirmation. So let's switch back to candlestick chart, and you see the beauty, right? Beautiful range setup. But here is something fishy. I guess we should go one time frame lower because this might be a sell zone. Okay, let's check 25 complete time frame. Yes, so see, this is actually what is happening here. So I can see a sell zone here. Basically this is the sell zone. Okay, and downside you can also spot a buying zone too. See, this is the buying zone. Beautiful range play here. Once the range is taken out, either side a good move can be expected. Okay, so basically first I would just like to go along with checking the range play, because if there is any reversal between this particular level today, okay, which is also its previous 52-week high or all-time high, so any range extreme reversal here, we can just aim for lower band, that is again travel towards your uh, demand zone or lower extreme. So you can just have a look what kind of beautiful chart it is looking out, okay, or turning out. So let's check what is actually happening. So here you see, look, as we spoke about, we see no strength of buyers as of now. So today let's check if monthly is still away, quarterly is still away. First it has to cross weekly. So let's check weekly time frame first. It's already weekly. So weekly may we have a higher value CPR firstly. So at least the thing is we are safe in and see H3, a reversal level is just sitting above your range extreme, that is upper range extreme. Okay, 1123. So keep an eye up on this. That is what I told, that without even seeing the indicator first, that first we will just look out for extreme like range extreme reversals. Okay, if any reversal is spotted in this particular zone, then we might just take a short position. Okay, now weekly clearly you can see. Let's check for monthly, because once let's say if it breaks this particular thing, that is H3, then it might just push up for monthly. So monthly, if you see 1134 again on the upper side. So actually this is this has to go with one break. Okay, either like huge orders have to come up for buying to just go past this level, that is 1135, or else 1135 to like previous all-time high can be a zone of sellers, higher OTF sellers punching in some good selling orders and taking the stock particularly down. And this can happen if auto is not able to break its 52 week high or all-time high. Okay, so this is how you can just analyze charts, stocks using pivot tool indicator. Okay, and you can play along with your scans. So for scans I generally prefer to like go along with stockage or sometimes some other thing, but this also have bought a like a quarterly plan here in stockage too, that is worth 1,000 rupees. So you can just spend that, okay, and have a look like this is also a good terminal where you can just very well see how the market is performing by various scans, setups, everything. Okay, so this was a short video to make you understand that how things can work with pivots. Okay, just a basic understanding. We are not yet talking about any advanced theories or some intermediate theories, just very basic, so you get an idea, or at least you can build a base for your further learnings. So on that note, I would like to end this particular video. I hope you like it, and if you like it, please share it with your family, friends, dear ones, and get ready for the launch of Pivot Boss Tool Part 2, okay, which is mostly coming by this weekend. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe this channel, and if you like the content, it is up to you. Okay, if you like it, subscribe it, share it, like this particular video, and see you in the next video this weekend with a new tool. So keep minting and have a wonderful week. So on that note, I would like to end this particular video. Oh, before ending, sorry, I'm taking much time, but just a disclaimer again. Only subscribers will get the access to our part 2 of Pivot Boss tool. It is being done for a reason, which I will tell you in the video. Okay, so that you don't think like it is like something odd or fishy in something some sort of fishy environment like that. Okay, it is purely because of some reasons which I will state in the video, so stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe this particular channel if you want the access to part 2, and do share it with your family friends if they also want to work with that particular tool, and if it is helpful for you. Okay, so finally on that note, a final goodbye from my side. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye guys, have a good week ahead.